season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Vega. Ready?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Lance. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Niners at 9-5 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Got a man, it's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. Here's Cousins. He completes this to Cole Turner. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cousins throw complete to Dotson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins on first down.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. To about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. There's Tremble, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance again. Connected here with Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Shotgun now for Lance. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, Lance gets this one to use check. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On second down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Lance now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down at 4. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send Brown in motion right. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Able to connect with Dotson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing, Cousins. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Cousins. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and
he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
38.
Throwing now is Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Lance.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Again, it's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Lance now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cousins now to throw on first down. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Lance looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Ready?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.